I'm going to show you how to make viral videos. There will be no other YouTube video that is more detailed and more accurate on how to make viral videos than this one. So watch this in its entirety. And I promise by watching this video, you're going to have a full-blown epiphany moment on how you can actually make viral videos, how you've been messing up in the past, and what you should be doing in the future. So let's go ahead and break down how you probably think it's best to make viral videos. You see another viral video on your TikTok or your Instagram, and your number one thought is, okay, I'm going to go copy that and make that exact same video. And if you're doing this, I'm going to let you know you're wrong. That's what everyone else is doing. There's a million people with that exact same frame of mind that you have. Just copy what works. There's too many people, too many creators, too many people making TikTok videos. Got to think there's probably billions of TikTok videos being posted maybe every single year on TikTok. Everyone has that exact same ideal. Copy what works. That is not what works. When you're copying what works, you're basically doing what a million other people are already doing. Is it possible? Yes, but your chances are a lot lower because you're competing with a lot of other people. But if you try to make a unique video that people have never seen before, first of all, you're probably going to fail because someone has probably made that same idea just because there's so many videos, but it'll be a lot less people. Let's say around 20 videos versus a million people have made that same video. So you'll probably have around 20 videos or around that are similar to your unique video that you just made. So just to clarify, that's why I call it 1 out of 1 million. That's when you copy other viral videos versus 1 out of 20. That's when you make a unique and you try to make it basically 1 out of 1, but you end up failing and just doing 1 out of 20 just because there's so many videos and billions and billions and billions of videos out there. But let me break down why the algorithm wants unique. I'm going to explain and give you an epiphany moment. We all know the algorithm wants, and you've heard, they want great engaging content. You've been told that's all they want. Engaging, great content, but you also got to realize the algorithm wants to push what's different and new. Imagine this. Why does the algorithm want to push new content? Imagine you scroll and you see the exact same video every single time you scroll. You would get bored of that app and you would want to close out because you know every single time you scroll down, you know what you're going to get. There's no excitement to it. There's no differentiation. It's all the exact same thing. It's going to get boring and repetitive. The algorithm fixes this by making sure each video every time you scroll is different from the last one. Or in other words, it's unique. So with that in mind, when you try to make a unique video, like I said, realistically, there's probably 20 other people with that exact same idea. It's still a lot less than a million. So your chances are a lot higher than if you're trying to copy someone who's doing a viral video and copy a viral video that's already been viral because everyone's doing that. That's where a million people have all copied that exact same video idea. Making a unique video and going against the grain, you have a lot less competition. Does that make sense? So again, just for clarification, so I can really drive this point home, that's why I call a unique video 1 out of 20. And when you copy a viral video and do what you've probably been doing already, copying viral videos, you call that 1 out of 1 million. And the reason I picked those names is because those are your chances of going viral. But what actually makes a video unique? There are infinite ways to be unique. There's different ways, strong hook, crazy dialogue, cool challenge. There's crazy ways, like let's look at this video together.
I'm addicted to this. Not in a literal medical sense, but I don't think I can live without it. It's very convenient.
So you guys see right here, this video is just unique because first of all, you ever see this on your For You page, there's not a lot of videos that are out there that are similar to this one. You see he throws it off the balcony. A guy goes to try to take it. It's a crazy story. It's unique. It's just not been seen before. Let's give you a different example. This is going to be an example of a crazy hook. I really want to drive this home and give you an idea so you can see what unique looks like.
I just finished getting the best head of my entire life, and I'm 100% convinced that it had nothing to do with my boyfriend. It actually had to do with how good I feel.
Right here, this is very unique. This is what I would call like a crazy hook or just crazy dialogue. And you can tell it was very unique and caught everyone off guard in the comments because that's what everyone said. It was so unique. People have their volume up because they don't expect to be hearing stuff like this on TikTok. That's why it stands out and that's why it's unique. Or you can be unique by doing crazy creative challenges. There's pretty much infinite ways, but let me show you a challenge way to be unique.
Hey bro, excuse me? Hey man, I got this push-up board challenge, bro. No one can beat it, bro. It's like really impossible. I feel like you can, man.
What is it exactly?
Okay, so it's 100 push-ups, and if you do it, I'm gonna give you $200.
I'm down for $200.
Hey, let's get it.
He can do 1,000 push-ups a day.
So if you didn't already know, that was the video that I made. That video right there got 60 million views for my brand Muscle Max. But when you're scrolling on your For You page, I guarantee you will never see a video that is similar to this one, because it belongs to me. Unless it's my video, you won't see this on your For You page. So when it does come up on your For You page, since it's so new and you've never seen it before, you want to watch it because it's unique. I really hope I'm driving that point home. But like I said, there's infinite ways to make your video unique or different, or just look completely different on the For You page. You just have to be creative. What is the most effective way to come up with unique and creative ideas? I came up with a method called the creative thinking method, and I'm going to break it down for you in this video. So the creative thinking method, basically what you're going to do is brainstorm a bunch of ideas. You're going to write down every single thing. There are no wrong ideas. That's the biggest thing. You got to realize and allow your brain to come up with anything. You can't put any restrictions on your brain or your creativity. There is no wrong ideas. Don't try to think too hard. Just try to get sheer volume, right? Don't try to plan it out, because that's going to be the next step. Bonus step, I like to use a random word generator. So let me show you how this would work. So if I'm coming up with crazy ideas for, let's say, this ordinary push-up board, I'm going to be like, okay, what if I dropped the board off a building, right? And I'm just going to be doing this for like 30 minutes. And I'm going to be in a quiet room with some earplugs in, just straight thinking. Drop the board off a building. Or what if I drop the board in some fire, or dropped it in water? And I'm literally just allowing my brain to come up with crazy, unique ideas that I've never seen before. Like I said, there's no wrong ideas, because the next step, we're going to go ahead and pick the best ones. And the next step after that, we're going to take these crazy ideas that will probably never happen and make them more realistic. So allow your brain on this step to just creatively think and get into a flow of just coming up with sheer volume. And if you ever get into a rut and you just simply can't come up with crazy ideas like this, I took a little trick out of Mr. Beast's book. This is what he actually does. He goes to a site called a random word generator. He just reads these words and comes up with an idea for each of these. So like Monopoly, have them doing push-ups while they're playing a Monopoly game. I will write that down. Or I'm going through seeing which ones. Clerk, have them doing the push-up board at a grocery store. And just look at the word and come up with an idea. So it just gives you new words and kind of gives you more ideas so you can be more creative. I really hope that makes sense. So the first step of the creative thinking method is just sheer volume. You're just being creative and putting down as many ideas as you can, whether using the random word generator or just your own thoughts. You're just gonna make a long list. Do that for 30 minutes. You should have like 20, 30, 40, 50 ideas that you can choose from until you move on to the second step. The second step is you're gonna pick a few of the most unique, simple, and honestly your favorite ideas on that list. So out of this 3 that I picked, let's say dropping the board off the building, that seems like the simplest thing I can realistically do, and it's probably my favorite. So let's choose this one. Right? Obviously, you're going to have a list of like 50. And out of those 50, you just pick a few of them, like 3 or 5. There's no exact number. You just pick the ones that you think are the simplest you can do, like the most realistic. Like you don't have to go travel 2 hours away to go find some fucking lava and put it in lava or put it into fire. You don't have to go travel to the lake so you can put the board in water. The most simplest idea you can do, going to a building, is pretty simple, because realistically, I'm thinking I could probably just drop it off my house, or, you know, just figure out some way. The most simplest and just honestly your favorite, and things that are just unique. I don't really see dropping anyone, or just unique. So that's the second step. You're just going to pick a few out of your super long list. Right now, we only have 3. And then the next step after that is you're going to storyboard and make those ideas realistic. Okay. Now, this is where you're just actually making those ideas realistic. You have to sit some time and think, okay, instead of dropping it off, let's say this said drop off a skyscraper, all right? Drop off a skyscraper. Realistically, how am I going to make that possible? Obviously, I can't go up to a skyscraper and drop it off. That doesn't seem realistic, but maybe I can drop it off my roof. It's not hard to get on my roof. I could go get a ladder and just drop it off my roof. Okay, maybe I could do that. And I'm just going to start going down each notch from like super crazy to just like semi-crazy until it's actually realistic and something that I can create. And I'm just going to make this idea realistic and then storyboard the entire idea. How do you storyboard? Basically, write down every single detail from the video from start to finish. I don't want to go into a whole detail of how to storyboard. That's a whole another video. It's very simple, but basically what you're doing is just stripping out the whole video with the location. So you're like, okay, the location is on my roof. And then you're going to do the camera angles. Okay, the camera angle is me holding it in front of my face and showing the push-up board, right? Who's in it? Just me. What was said? I'm saying, hey, I'm going to drop this push-up board off the roof. I dropped it off the roof. I look down with my camera to see and zoomed in on the push-up board after it got dropped and said, wow, it didn't break. Basically, you're, like I said, it's a very corny idea, but you're gonna script out every single thing so you understand every single detail. You came from this super crazy, unrealistic idea to an idea that is fully scripted out with the storyboard, the camera angle, how you're gonna do it, where you're gonna do it. So now all you have to do is just actually do it. So that's the best way to come up with crazy, unique ideas using the creative thinking method. So if you enjoyed this video or you have more questions about this method, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I post a lot more content like this, more specifically helping brands on how to scale to $100,000 a month. But if you have any questions or if you have a brand that you want to scale, go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram at Fred Sanders. That's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.